Hey everybody, Bill Sack here, Projects Manager with the Second Amendment Foundation. Yesterday, November 13th, we received from the Northern District of Texas an opinion denying our motion for preliminary injunction in SAF v. ATF, our challenge to the ATF pistol brace rule. Having now had a series of inconsistent opinions on the issue come out over the past couple of weeks, I wanted to take a few minutes to break down, 1, the current state of the law and the enforcement of the rule, and 2, why it is that we've seen such inconsistent results from varying federal courts on the issue. First, as of today, November 14, 2023, the pistol brace rule is enjoined nationwide as a result of the injunction granted in the Brito case. Yesterday's denial of SAF's MPI does not affect that. We will all watch the Brito case as it proceeds on the merits and keep everyone apprised of the status of the injunction in that case. Second, how is it that a Northern District of Texas court denied our motion for preliminary injunction when the Fifth Circuit has already put out an opinion which is binding upon that district court and which has granted a preliminary injunction against the same rule? Well, in the mock case, the Fifth Circuit held that the plaintiffs had shown a likelihood to win on the merits on their argument that the ATF had violated the APA, which is the rule book that the administrative agencies like the ATF must follow when they promulgate rules like the pistol brace rule. Specifically, the Fifth Circuit held that the ATF's final rule was not a logical outgrowth of the proposed rule, a procedural failure that renders the final rule unlawful. So how then, if the Fifth Circuit determined that the pistol brace rule was likely unlawful, could the Northern District of Texas deny our motion for preliminary injunction? Well, they did so on the grounds of prejudice. In addition to proving the ATF's procedural failure, plaintiffs are also required to show that the failing caused them harm or prejudiced them. In the mock case, the Fifth Circuit determined that the plaintiffs had shown prejudice, quote, easily, unquote, by the very nature of the final rule failing to be a logical outgrowth of the proposed rule. Their discussion of same can be found on page 37 of the mock opinion. But the court in our case refused to come to the same conclusion, instead finding that the record before it was insufficient to show prejudice. Needless to say, we will be appealing this decision, and we are confident that the Fifth Circuit will reverse the decision and issue an injunction consistent with what it has already said in mock. Keep an eye on our social media and on the new and improved SAF.org for updates on SAF.ETF and all of the other 50 plus pieces of active litigation your SAF legal team is involved in on your behalf. I'm Bill Sack, Projects Manager with the Second Amendment Foundation.